Hi, so today I'm sharing with you what's inside my Art Toolkit pocket size travel carrying case and what how I'm utilizing it at this moment. I have quite a few videos that I've shared options for what you can carry in here, how I'm utilizing it, a comparison between this one and the larger one, and so on. I'll link some of those videos for you at the end. And also you can always go back. All my videos are in chronological order from oldest to newest, and you'll be able to find lots of other videos as well. So they call this pocket size. So I want you to know right out the gate that it's larger than a pocket size notebook. And so let's get started. I'm Tammy Inman, and this is A Peach Life and a look inside my carrying case from Art Toolkit. So I carry mostly my Moleskine with me. These are pocket size. I just recently got the little landscape size. And as you see when I unzip that, that's the item I typically carry and take with me is a pocket size notebook. Now, if I want to take, I like that if I want to take my other ones, I don't need another case or move everything over. I like to just be able to grab, say I want my A6 one with me and paint in here. Do I have anything new to show you? Not really. No, I don't think so. No, nothing new in this one to show you. I've shared those before. Or if I want to take my Pagan All journal that I have my different artwork here in, and let's see, I've shared this many times in the past. Oh, I do have something new I can share with you. So this is December. This is recent, in April this year. Okay. And so this one's one I really like to use, and I'll take sometimes my papers, the passport inserts that are Traveler's Company, and they're perforated, and pull those out and add them in here. So that works out really cute, and I can keep some of my artwork all in one spot since I tend to like to have a couple different things going. Now, so that's what's really nice. I can grab that and toss that in my backpack or my purse, like tote bag, whatever I happen to have with me. And of course, it's always nice to be compact enough where I can carry everything in one. But if not, everything that I need is in one thing. And then I just toss an additional notebook, or if I want to bring my larger one with me, it's just that easy to grab and go. Now they have lots of new colors, so that's really fun to have. Let me show you what I have in mine. I have Rosemary & Company brushes and a beam paint brush. The Rosemary & Company ones, I get all of these from Art Toolkit. I'll show you the different brushes that I have and which one is my newer one. This elastic, I've added that to my little case here. And in past videos, I share how I attach that on here. Now I carry two Art ToolKit palettes. I carry the pocket size and the folio. Now, this is a new blue color from Art Toolkit. I've added that sticker, and I keep my gouache in here, and the gouache is from My Mellow Days. And the sticker is from the same little brand here. It came with this palette. Now this one you can get on Art Toolkit along with the other new colors, plus they're always standard colors. And then this one is from, it's AMERUU. Now, I got mine, I think, on eBay or Mercari that somebody was selling. And then I did find when someone else had asked me that Cute Things Japan had them. At one point they were out of stock and then they came back in, so that was great. But I'm not certain other than that where else you can find them. You can always Google search that. But I have, hi Tommy, I have in mine a lot. So all these colors are not necessary, but I would say about half of them, okay, that's a lot. I'd say half of them I mix myself with my tubes of paint, making color tones that I tend to gravitate towards. And then the other are tubes I had that I poured in here. So these, okay, you're moving the stand, this guy is really gonna make his presence known today. So it's great. I can add that back here. I can add another palette in here if I want. It does start to get tight if I put this palette, another full-size palette, all in here. I carry this little guy with me for mixing, and it's from Nico Neko, a stationery store in New York. They are sold out. I don't know if they'll get any more back in, but it's so cute. It does add a little extra bulk, but for cuteness, it's a must. I had to add it in. Some of the little clear dividers. And this is the little Swedish like washcloths that are super absorbing, which is wonderful. A couple extra clips. This is the spray bottle from Art ToolKit to mist your paints, and I share this often. A lot of times I'll pour a little of this water into like a bottle cap and utilize it to paint or pour it in my cup. This is a little cup. I could pour a little in here. I typically do that when I'm just doing something a little quicker, or in my little my little quick, super fast, on the go travel kit, which is a Traveler's Company passport that I've shared prior to this video. Okay, so you have a cup for water, which is really nice. It's rubbery, so I like this, especially like when I'm on the plane. It doesn't move on that little tray. This is the little eraser. Okay, so also when I'm on the plane, I do like having a water cap. And so, wow, this guy's just coming in. A water cap, and sometimes I will use my little eraser to stick things down. So say this is the little tray at the airport, on your plane. I will use it as a little sticky to hold my little water cap and things like that. It's so much more than a little eraser. Okay, so there's a little, hi. Okay, there's a little tip. I'm gonna go up just a pinch. I don't wanna have to squeeze Thomas out. I've been kind of in the garden a lot and on the go a little bit. So he's needing that extra little attention. Right, buddy? Okay. So let me show you. So this brush is, oh boy, they're starting to wear off. I believe it's a 12, a size. It's really great and super lovely. Does that zoom in for you guys? I don't know. Well, it's a really super great one. And then this is just similar, but in smaller and longer brushes. These ones are really lovely. They're like the dome shape ones. And these are just two different sizes of that dome shape. Okay. And then I feel like I really like those to do my trees with. And last but not least, a square. a straight edge. And then this is just a beam paint one. I have a couple of these. I add it in. It's actually just a great little, if you only had one brush with you, would be great. I would say on this one, if I only had one brush, I would probably take this one, which is R26, or I know this is really big and it seems like, why would that be your only one? But I would take it. I believe it's the really pointed 12, but it has such a small little fine tip that you'd be surprised how detailed you can get with that. Okay, and then my little setup here is typically, let's see, Thomas. So I have my landscape, and I have painted, swatched in here, my Winsor & Newton colors of a new folio I put together. Where is that, Tommy? Oh, it's still sort of drying. It's here, so that's these colors. And I've been changing, I shared to the artist grade more instead of the little Cotman student grade, which they're both really good, but everybody keeps telling me you've got to get the artist grade. So I wouldn't say quite half yet or that, but I'm switching over as I can. And then, so it's nice to have the little colors in here. And then also, maybe I will take that one with me for painting right now, since I have the little swatch with me. And I feel like I do a lot more little landscape. And, okay, so what I like to do is set this up, put that there so it doesn't go through. This, right, Thomas? Wow, that Thomas is really involved here right now. Okay. My clip. Okay, this is a good little setup here. And I've been bringing a little extra so that I have one behind my other paper, because I do get a little, I don't know, I think I use a lot of water or go over my things a lot. And so I can dip in my cup, paint, wipe. It ends up being so super good. You can even go this way, which is really good. Just depends what you like, how you like that set up. Wow, am I down here too low? I probably am down here too low. But for me, I always enjoy, this is my like go-to right here. This, right, Tom? And when you use the little mini one, it's even more spacious for you, but you can do that and do your little painting, wipe, dip your water. I love it. Mix. Everything's in your hand except for your water thing. But that's just perfect sitting right there on the table or on your little plain tray. I'm telling you, I do paint on the plane. I love it. Okay, so we'll close that up and put that away. Now, if I didn't have this little guy in here, I want to show you that you absolutely can put this in here. You just give it a little push in there. So you don't need the little elastic part and stuff that I did. Sometimes you can give this a little push too. Okay, let's not start. Uh-oh. Okay, starting up the YouTube there. So it's not necessary for there, but then this is kind of like a big space. And great if you have regular brushes, but I keep all travel brushes with me, so I don't need that extra extended top area. But maybe if you have Blackwing pencils or other stuff like that, it would utilize this space. But since I don't, I utilize it for this so that I can carry either another palette with me or this little guy. You can add in the demis, and it holds 2 of the demis here, which is really great. I do like that, especially if I want to have like my little favorite Winsor Newton for really mixing some good colors. I have a mini gouache of this set, so I don't have to have that in here. And I could just take those little guys and still keep that. I think that's my setup right there. I think that's like perfect. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna keep right now. Yep, that is our new little setup for right now, because I really love those Winsor Newton guys to mix colors. Okay. I do use my gouache a lot, but now I have a little of everything with me. How great is that? And this guy isn't necessary. He's not like you have to have him. So you could add in another palette. Now these ones are from Traveler's Company. They're Art Toolkit, but they're from Traveler's Company. Oh, this is actually a little bit larger version of my Winsor & Newton ones, my favorites. Isn't that cute? I like to have mini versions of my little favorites. And then the gouache I was telling you was from my Mellow Days, so I used one of her stickers there. And what I could do is put my favorites of my Van Gogh paints. Definitely my favorite goodness colors, especially for painting like Van Gogh paintings. Trying to paint Van Gogh paintings, that's really great. And then I have this guy here. So I technically could carry, if I wanted, 4. So I have 4 palettes. And maybe that's just because I'm not real sure what I'm wanting to use, but I have a little of everything with me. And then I would have my pocket in here, my little cloth, and everything would pack up so great. Okay. Though I really do like having, wow, I really feel like I was going to show with you my new setup, but I feel like I really like this as my new setup. I guess I don't have to have him in here. And these little tops give you plenty of space. So with that, oh, that might be a good little sticker. I was just going to think of what sticker would I like to add to my Moleskine notebook. That one's cute. I like the dark color with it. No. He's kind of cute. I like the dark on dark. No. Oh, I think that's the ticket right there. Okay. Him? I think if I went this way, I would have this one. I think this is it. Let's see. Is there anybody else? That's a maybe. No, it's that one. Okay. That's the ticket for here. All right, so my new setup here. My little guy for landscape. All right, that's perfect. This is also really cute. When you have that little loop, and I have my brushes like at home, and I don't want it to roll off. When I step away, I can put it there. Okay, this is from Hobonichi, and it is from one of the hardcover A6s that I trimmed down to pocket size and added my Art ToolKit sticker. All right, so there we go. Perfect. And I think I wanted to show you my changes, what I'm doing, but I feel like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay, this is what I feel like I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave those out. I was gonna take my gouache, but I'm not. I'm feeling completely different all of a sudden of what I wanna carry with me. And what I think I would like to really carry with me is the Winsor & Newton new palette of all my colors, and the Van Gogh. Are those too similar? Those might be too similar. What do you guys think? I think they're too similar. So let's wait. Let's carry this, which is my mixture of everybody and my colors that I made. Okay, I think this, and then my good little Van Gogh mixing colors. I mean, Winsor & Newton. Okay, so then it is this. This is gonna be the setup. This, the good little mixing colors, and the gouache palette. I think that's the ticket. That seems to be it. Okay. Perfect. And the little cat. There's the look inside. And this is how I keep them. I like the clip up here because it's not in the way of anything. It helps the bulkiness, because my notebook kind of sits here. And then I think I'm just going to keep these tucked under here for now. There we go. That is my setup for now. I was a little stumped there for a moment of which palettes I was taking with me. I really thought I knew which one, but it is fun to have those other little guys with me. And just really nice to work in here. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this open because I think I'm gonna get started and paint a little something. And I will see you guys soon. If you enjoyed the video or the little carrying case or any of the things, please give it a like. And please don't hesitate if you have any questions. I'll link videos for you at the end. And you can always go through all my videos. They are in order from oldest to newest. If you click the actual where it says video, you'll see there's so many more. I can't remember. I feel like, was it 100 or 200 videos I had? I don't know. Enjoy those little videos, and I'll see you guys again soon in the next video.